One of the other things that you do hear from people who are embarking on this keto journey is they get the keto flu. Is that a thing? And how can we help them get past that so they don't fall off the wagon, if you will?
Well, yeah, about 2, 3, 4, 5 days in, a lot of people are experiencing some fatigue, a little headache, dizziness, whatnot. Constipation may creep in, a number of things like this, but particularly lethargy and headaches and so forth. So there's a couple ways to cope with that. A good part of it's a shift into acid base in the blood. And one of the tricks that one of my colleagues has suggested is about 2 tablespoons of apple or orange juice with half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now, you don't want to do this more than a couple of times a day, but it does get you out of the soup if you really are suffering. And it may slow down the ketosis initiation a little bit, but it keeps you out of that extreme level that's uncomfortable.
During that phase, the lightheadedness, the dizziness, often the stomach upset, it's actually a salt imbalance. And we get people to drink even a couple of cups of consomme, very salty broth a couple times a day. That alleviates most of those problems. But the other side of that too, Brian, which is really interesting, is many people experience a very sudden change in their mental state,
Yes.
which my friends jokingly have called the Harper high, is after this period of keto flu, which can last from a couple of days to a couple of weeks for people. And I think Dr. McKinney described the symptoms very well, kind of like mild flu symptoms. You don't feel great. But what happens is, when your brain switches on and it starts to metabolize those ketones, it's actually a preferential fuel in the brain.
Burns hotter.
And you'll have this sudden wow, I just feel fantastic. And one of the women in one of my trials came into my office one day and she said, thank you. And I said, what? Thank you, what? And she said, it's like you pulled cotton wool out of my brain that's been there for 10 years. So this sudden removal of the foggy brain thing, which can come from probably low-level inflammation in the brain due to the production of reactive oxygen species, which happens as well. So
I hope you enjoyed that highlight from a recent program on Nutramedica. If you want to get access to our full-length shows and live interactive events, you'll need to register as a healthcare professional at Nutramedica.org. To stay up to date with our latest programs, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. We'll see you soon at Nutramedica.org.